Hello, I'm Morning Tourist, and you are watching BooTV.
Every flag you once flew forgotten, unpiecing a paradox. Outside looking in on love.
How are you today?
Very well, thank you. I have a day off on Tuesday, so
Oh, good.
today has been a day off,
Nice.
which I can't wake up for at the minute. This is like a day full of potential that is consistently being wasted at the minute just because I can't wake up before 11 or something. Because the night before, like, I'm like, I don't have to do anything tomorrow, so I stay out really late, watching movies and stuff, so.
Some more people are just more organised.
Yeah, but funnily enough, that is the reason for the name. That's why it's called Morning Tourist, because I can't wake up in the morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I'm a tourist to the morning.
Oh, nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Never knew that.
Yeah, everybody thinks it's Morning Tourist as in spelt with like an O-U-R,
Yeah.
like a sad.
For some reason, I had that kind of idea in my head as well.
Yeah, and then everybody tells me that's like their tip. For me, they're like, you know what you should do, man, is you should change it to O-U-R, because that would be like a cool pun or something like that. Yeah, but the last part of the year's been, it's been busy, yeah, since September. We went and did a tour in Germany, me and my friend Ed from the band Eadwood from Bristol, and we did like 4 or 5 shows in Germany, and then since then, trying to write new songs.
Nice.
So yeah, you know, trucking along.
Cool. And how have you been finding the gigs? What has been the best one to date?
The best one in the last, weeks to months or whatever, was this one, a band called Light Cliff, who are on a record label called, I think they're called Failure by Design Records, I might have got that wrong. They were doing an EP launch out of their warehouse in Clapton, and they asked me to come and open that, which was like really, really, really cool, because everybody there was there to see a gig, and the room was just packed, and it was in this kind of like informal setting of somebody's warehouse living room, and it was just fantastic. It was just really, really cool. If I ever do a record release, I'm going to use their house to do it. So for the next one.
What about like fans and things? Do you find you have a lot of following now that you've gone to Germany? You're breaking into new places. What's that been like?
No, I mean, it's one of those things where like you get, for every gig that you do, you probably get like at least 1 or 2 people coming up and saying that they really liked it and that they'll go check it out, and we sell a CD or something like that, and you kind of hope that it's percolating, somewhere. I mean, I can't say there's a lot of physical evidence of people then sort of turning up at shows and stuff like that. I've had a few people kind of turn up who saw me at something else, but yeah, I don't know if social media is anything really to go by. Then there's some evidence of kind of like people catching on and stuff like that.
Okay.
But
If you could go and tour like anywhere, where would you like to go?
I'd love to go back to Germany, because when we did it, we had no idea what to expect. We booked it all ourselves, and then turned up, and it was just this like revelation that people turned up and they gave us money to do it, and they were really lovely and polite, and everybody took such good care of us, and we were in Germany, which is a very cool country as well.
Very cool.
So I'd like to do that again at some point, or just other places in Europe, although I think Germany, from my experience and from like reports from other people, it's kind of a bit of a sweet spot for live music. But I'd love to go do it in America. That's on my list of things to do. There's like very few places in the world that I would not like to go to.
Yeah.
And like now that I kind of do this, this is like part of it. It's like, I'd like to go there and play.
Describe your music.
The music, sort of by virtue of being played mostly on the acoustic when I'm out live. It's not always played on the acoustic. The record, there's always, there's an acoustic guitar sort of at the centre of all of them. So there is like a folk label attached to it, but it's also kind of dressed up in just sort of different bits and pieces of things that I like. So kind of alt rocky. There's some sort of fuzzy guitars and kind of discordant moments on it and stuff like that. But I think the way that I write songs is like they're kind of power poppy. In Germany, this guy who was one of our sound engineers, he came up And the way we did it is that Ed would play play a bit, I would play a bit, and we'd play some together. And beforehand, this guy was like, sort of in broken English, just kind of like a little bit sound engineer, kind of like, like not all that warm or friendly. And then afterwards, he was absolutely lovely. But he said to Ed, he goes like, "Oh yeah, your music's kind of like na 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 na," and he goes, "And your music to me," he goes, "It's like na 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 na," and I think I write songs like that. He was like spot on. It was like, yeah, that's kind of the difference between our music.
Nice.
But yeah, they're kind of written. I grew up listening to punk music and stuff like that, so it all starts. Most of it starts from kind of like a chuggy, chordy sort of place. I think, especially when you're doing it by yourself, you're kind of at liberty. And I recorded the record with the exception of the drums all by myself, so you can kind of do what you want with it, so long as the song is kind of like the connective glue, and then the decoration is like a bit different on each one.
Who would be your main inspirations, artist-wise?
Lots of people. I go for guys. I mean, Elliott Smith is a huge guy for me, because I think he does a good job of straddling some of those boundaries as well, where you know, it's like imbued with kind of like a punk sensibility, but it's also like delicate and kind of like melancholy without being like completely fatalistic and hopeless. And there's kind of like some like sort of classicism of 60s bands, you know, like the Beatles and stuff in there as well. So he hits like a bunch of really, really good pressure points, but he's also like a completely singular person. All of that I really like. I grew up really liking stand-up comedy as well. I think that was like the second thing I wanted to be after a football player was stand-up, yeah, because like at quite a young age, my dad gave me Eddie Murphy Raw, and I was just like, what the fuck is this? And kind of fell in love with stand-up. So that dream died a long time ago.
Tell us a joke.
How does Moses make his tea? He brews it.
What?
What? He brews it.
Oh, see, I was a bit slow on the pickup there.
That's what I talk about it. This is why I've chosen a career as a musician.
Nice.
I probably could have found a better joke in my head. That other thing that about, you know, the stand-up thing of like, it's you on stage by yourself as the audience. I really, really like.
And do you have any plans for the next thing, or you're going to do more with the first debut?
I want to make sure that it gets its day in court because I like it. I'm about 4 songs in, and I think by the time I get around to having like a completed set of songs to record, then Quiet Lives will be not like laid to rest. That's the name of the EP, by the way. But that, yeah, I can sort of move on to the next one.
Nice. So I'll do some fun questions now. If you could like have any lineup where you could like support someone, who would you go and support?
Somebody wild. Just to have some fun, like the Brian Jonestown Massacre or something like that.
If you could be sweet, which one would you be, and from which brand?
When you say sweet, do you mean like
as
dessert
in
dish, or do you mean like
no, I mean like
candies? I've kind of become a biscuit person. I think I was telling you just before as well that I don't really drink coffee much in the afternoons, and now that I drink tea in the afternoons, I've been eating a lot more biscuits.
Nice.
And I got a big tin of biscuits for Christmas.
Oh, beautiful.
So
what
I
ones?
would be a custard cream, because I'm crunchy on the outside and I'm smooth and creamy on the inside.
Nice.
That
Cliched
is
answer.
That is a cliched answer.
And you
That's been
also
given
have
away.
kind of hair like colour of a custard cream.
There you go. Yeah. Custardy complexion.
Custardy. Okay, and then to wrap it up, so what's next?
But in January there's some good ones. So the Bedford in Balham, which I've played before. I'm going back to play.
Nice.
I'm playing a place called the New Moon in Putney, which I've never played, but it's supposedly very cool.
Cool.
And then I'm also playing the Spice of Life in Soho, which is also supposed to be
I like
very
that
good.
there.
You like that one?
Yeah.
Uh, and we'll see. Those ones will probably be more, a bit more bandy. Music video, that's the other thing that will be coming as well, which we're hopefully going to shoot at the end of January, which we basically just never did for the first one, for the songs on Quiet Lives, and it just seemed like, that was part of what we were saying before about making sure that it got its day in court, was like, kind of doing everything that you could to give it air or whatever, so that was one thing. And I was just sitting around waiting for an idea, and kind of finally got one that I think is going to be quite good, slash semi-ambitious for our poor filmmaker. But yeah, that's going to happen hopefully at the end of January. all going. All
Well, Big
happening.
Kings, 2018 is going to be your year, yeah?
That's yes. And I wish that for everybody. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Peace out, man.
Peace out.